Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Unknown to Icon series. We are the manager of Hemel Hempstead and we are currently playing our first season in the championship. In the previous video we went through our mid-season review, and in the next few videos we will be going through the business end to the season to see if we survive the league and beat those odds. First, in today's video we are going to go through the January transfers and update you on any news. Not quite a January transfer as we signed him in November, but we brought in Grady Diangana. I had a little practice before and I think I still get his name wrong. And he is from Congo. He's played 22 caps and got 2 goals. Very experienced. Previously he played for West Brom for quite a few seasons. He can play on both wings. He is left-footed and his stats look pretty good. We've only signed him until the end of the season, so a 6-7 month contract, something like that. He's good at crossing and he's also got a few good technical attributes as well with his passing, his first touch, technique, and then his mentality of having flair, vision, work rate and off the ball, and then physical. I like the look of his pace, acceleration, balance and agility. Then we do get to January and we have signed on loan for £25,000 fee from Liverpool, Florent Ionescu. Again, up until the end of the season. He's 22 years old, he's Romanian, he's got some under 21 caps. Basically, my inside forwards aren't playing very well, plus we're going through a little bit of an injury spell. So I'm bringing in players just to give us that depth. Looking at his stats, he's got okay crossing, not bad on dribbling. First touch and technique is probably his best 2 technical stats. Over to mentality, great on bravery and flair, and in physical he is pretty quick and he also has great agility, so he has that, and balance, so he has that center of gravity movement with the ball, which is fantastic to have. Jumping over to transfers out, we did loan one of our under 18s, but we also loaned our new striker Philip Rodriguez Gintel, because he was playing a 6.5. I think he got a couple of goals. It just was not impressive enough, and we was paying out £6,000 per week on him, and I thought, well, if I can loan him, that gives me an opportunity to try out someone else. So he's been loaned out back to Argentina to San Lorenzo. Hopefully he does well. If not, we'd probably have to look at selling him. And with loaning our striker out, we've loaned in a backup striker because Morgan is doing pretty well. Inconsistent, but he's not made for this level. He's made for League 2, League 1, but he's doing alright. He's getting us the goals. When he does go off form, we do need to have someone. So I've brought in Michael Fairhay. He's Scottish, he's 23 years old and he has no caps. First half of the season for St Mirren, he played 25 games and scored 7 goals, so he has a little bit of promise, and that's obviously in the Scottish Premiership. I think it's low risk as well because, yes, he wasn't a free transfer, but we have signed him for £95,000. Looking at his stats, his finishing, first touch, heading and technique are all in the green. For low greens, but it will do. Mentality, he's got good flair, he's good off the ball, and physically not that quick, but he does have good balance, agility, natural fitness and stamina. And then on transfer deadline day, our last sign-in, Ryan Devlin, do you remember him? We had him for half a season last season and he impressed me. I was very excited to see if I could bring him back to the club again, whether that was going to be on loan or if we was going to be able to sign him or not. Transfer fee in that. Unfortunately in the summer, couldn't get him back on loan as I believe Watford was asking for too much, and then transfer fee, they wasn't interested in selling. He hasn't really played for them in the beginning of the season. Coming into January, as I just said, we're on transfer deadline day and we've managed to snap him up. We have paid £180,000 for him, and as you can see with his value, it's already gone up to 400 to 650. Future fee that we could sell him for, so profit there, and we're paying a contract of £5,500 a week, and he's on a 2.5 year contract, something like that. So happy. We've probably gone through stats before when we signed him last time, but technically very low greens, but what he makes up for is that he's got great mentality stats. Look at that. Bravery, determination, flair, and then physicality. He's quick and he's got great natural fitness. So for our attacking wing back, you want that natural fitness and stamina and the pace to get back. Now on to club news, and I forgot to mention this in our season review, our last video, is that we are being eyed up by Tycoon. Whether or not it's going to come to fruition, I mean, we're past January and we have not heard anything since, but it's nice to be linked, and I would really welcome more money, more investment into the club so that we can get to that goal of the Premier League as quick as possible. At the end of the transfer window, it's always good looking at this. We are, I believe, in summer transfer window, we ended up with 88,000 and we was 160,000 behind the next team above us. We've now invested a little bit more money in our wage budget and we are spending £110,000. I think it was QPR before, they're on 190, so we have actually gained motion of catching them up a little bit, but we are still £80,000 behind them. And then you look at the top, Leicester 1.8 million, take away our 100 grand, that means we're 1.7 million behind them. I believe that's grown by 100 grand since summer transfer window. I have completed my Continental A license. Now I didn't start this series without any licenses. I started off as a Sunday League footballer as experience because I wanted it to be as hard as possible, but I did give myself a little badge for, I think it's starting one, I've forgotten what it's called, and maybe for FM25 I will start it with no badges. Could be an idea. Don't know if that will make any difference. Maybe it just make me look better if I become successful, I guess. I think I've done really well though, because I've been pressing my board to give me my coaching badge because I want to improve my stats. I don't actually know how much that helps. Maybe in motivating whenever I say something, it's going to give them an additional push. I would gather, right? It's got to do something. So we are on Continental A license. The next one for us to achieve is Continental Pro. I've already gone to the board and asked them. They did say no, but I did remind them of how much success I've brought to this team and built their reputation up. I've got this club to where they are now. Without me, would that have happened? Probably not. So therefore, you should listen to my request and approve it, because my one eye, both my eyes maybe, is looking at potential suitors to see if I can live my Premier League dream. But I really want to do it with Hemel. We have lost our assistant manager of, I think he's been with us for 5 seasons now, and that is Nicky Maynard. He has taken over the position of Southend manager, and we've got to go and look for a replacement, which I will be doing shortly. Who said that we needed Tycoon? Facilitate the dream of growing this club. Because at the moment we've got a stadium of about 6,000 capacity. Currently are selling out week in, week out. So if we need to grow and we need to bring in more money, the only way to do that is by getting a new stadium. And this is exactly what we've done. It's going to cost us £26.5 million. We've got a loan for 25.5 million because obviously we've got a grant that is going to help us, only like 1.6 million or something like that. But good thing is we've got a stadium sponsorship deal as well, which is going to help funding towards that 1.4 million. Now I don't know how my finances are going to react in terms of a 25 million pound loan and how that's going to affect the growth, short-term growth with my team and my wage budget. I just got to do what I can. Hopefully this won't be a drawback in short term that we get relegated and then we get the stadium and then grow again. I wanted to try and push maybe next season for playoffs, but maybe this is too soon. We will see. We will have to wait until the budgets are outlined for next season. But very excited. This is a 17,000 capacity stadium. I don't know why they put 16,999. That's just crazy. They couldn't fit one more seat in. That architect should be sacked. Right, that's it. We have gone through for January transfers. We have gone through for club news. You're all up to date. All we're missing is how are we doing? And in the next 2 videos, we are going to take you through the match highlights and go through player performance and what's our plan going forward. If you like this video, you know what you need to do. Hit that like button, and if you would like to follow us on our journey and support the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one.